join the intervention class. It's Toshia Griffin. I'm making gumbo for you today, and I hope you enjoy it. My licensed local business is called Sister and Sister Occasion Planners, so I want to welcome you to Sister's Kitchen and put my own plug-in in there, because Dr. Perot's only giving me 3 points for this video. So all of you all that need catering services, Sister and Sister Occasion Planners is at your service. Also, for all my germophobic friends over there in class that we always talk about, these will be coming off because they were only simply used for the cutting and chopping. I don't cook with gloves on. So, let's be real, let's get started, and let's enjoy this Southern Cajun gumbo. See you in a bit. So we start with a clean kitchen, have some good Dawn dish liquid and fresh dish water. Wash as you go and you don't have a big mess at the end. Here we go. It's very important what your roux is, flour and oil, and it's very important because people have cook-offs for gumbo like they do chili. And if your roux is not just right, if it's too dark, if it's burnt, if it's not cooked enough, it just messed the whole gumbo up. So you start your roux off with a little oil. This is the oil, just enough, not too much. You don't want a greasy gumbo. So it's just enough to where you can see it moving in the pan, but it covers the bottom. Just enough. Then we're gonna add this flour little by little until it goes to the texture that I want it to. See how the grease hot already? It's cooking the flour. You kind of stir as you go. That way you don't have burnt flour. I can't stand the taste of burnt roux in gumbo. Okay, we're gonna just work on this and see what we get to. If I need more, I'll add the rest. Just stir it up till it gets thicker so we'll have the rest. Mind you, I'm gonna cook the dough. I don't cook by measurements, and I just know how much to put. So look at that. I just poured some flour in this size container, didn't fill it all the way, about a quarter from the top, and it was just enough for our roux, for this size pot. Everything I'm using here today, I'll tell you how much I have, but my recipe calls for quadruple of what I'm using today. You can make it a little thicker than this, but you can also add more as you go. So we're gonna just use this. This should be plenty to thicken up that pot. Because another mistake that people make in making gumbo and takes away from the taste is what we call the special ingredient of gumbo filet. You Texas people say filet, we say filet in Louisiana. Gumbo filet thickens it up. Gumbo filet will make it thicker at the end, so gumbo filet will thicken it up, and you don't boil it with all the rest of your ingredients. You only add the filet at the end of your gumbo, you stir it in, and it helps thicken up your gumbo and gives it that real gumbo taste, okay? Thank you. I'm a little nervous, y'all. I think I need more than 3 points, Dr. Perot. Just a plug-in for extra. Okay, we're gonna let that cook and brown for a little bit. Also, as I said before, I don't like burnt roux, so if I don't get it quite as brown as I want, at the end, I use about a teaspoon or maybe just a little capful of what kitchen bouquet. My grandmother used to use that. It's a browning sauce. It tastes great, and it helps flavor your food, and it's only to brown just a little bit. You can use it for gravies and for gumbos and soups. So we use this just in case it's not brown enough. It gives it just the right brown texture if you don't get it from your roux. So that's a secret ingredient that I am going to tell you, but the others I can't include. Okay, so now here we are. Look at our roux. This is our roux. It's nice, cooked up, ready. See how it thickened up, cooked, nice and brown. In your water is your roux, because it needs to be cooking so it can thicken up. Just now, you don't get rid of that little roux that's in the bottom. This is what you do with that roux. There's a touch of oil in the pan. You keep that. You take, this is a combination of green, red, and yellow bell pepper, your white and yellow onions, and a half of a small jalapeno, sliced up, chopped up, however you want to say it, and you put that in there and saute it before you put it in your pot. Just put all that in there. And this is why you got your fresh dishwater, because as you go, you're going to wash that out in a little bit. So you don't have a bunch of dishes at the end. So you stir this up after you put your roux in there, because your roux will drop to the bottom and start burning, sticking. You don't want that. So you stir it up. This is part of the special recipe. And it goes in. Right now. So now we have the base of our gumbo. You go back to your vegetables. You saute a little bit. You're stirring them up, you see? You get that last little bit of roux out of there. So it'll be on your vegetables when you put your vegetables in the pot. There you go. All right, leave that cooking for a while. Over here we have one small package of frozen okra, sliced up. I use about 5 of those when I make a big pot. We have 2 pounds of chicken drumettes, wing pieces. Right here we have 2 pounds of sliced sausage, beef sausage. Here we have 1 can of diced sweet onion flavored tomatoes. I won't tell you the brands I use. You can use whichever ones you like. And then you have a small can of cream of celery. I don't use fresh celery. A lot of people put fresh celery in their gumbo. I don't like it because I don't like the texture that it makes in your gumbo. And to me, the cream of celery gives it that extra little taste and the celery pieces, and it helps the texture of your gumbo. So I prefer to use the canned cream of celery versus actually having fresh celery. Now all of your vegetables, all of the onions and onions and bell peppers and jalapenos, all freshly cut them myself. And now we're gonna add that to our base. Jumping in the second gear here. Give it another stir. You don't want your roux to get out of place. That I have my other tile on my shoulder. I do that a lot. This is a combination of seasonings that we use. I put it all in, like I said. I'm not a cook that measures, but I just know about how much. And this container has garlic powder, lemon pepper, white pepper, red pepper. It's not gonna be too spicy for you either. It's gonna be just right, trust me. I don't like hot, uncomfortable, spicy food. I'll bring hot sauce for you to enjoy if you want to make it hotter. But this has some salt, and then another combination seasoning that my family used, and we put all that together, and that goes into the gumbo. And just pour it in there. See all that? It was like a science project just then. Poured the seasoning in there and it started bubbling up like it was gonna come out the pot. We'll be right back with you shortly. All right, we're back and our base is boiling. Look at that. Nice, nice. All right, so now we're gonna start adding our food. Sorry y'all, I don't know who had seafood allergies or whatnot in the class, so no shrimp and crab and stuff. But we'll have it for Christmas. 2 pounds of drumettes. Now we'll do 2 pounds of sliced beef sausage. You don't put your okra in until last. And the secret of not having slimy okra is lemon juice. I'll just tell you. You put a little lemon juice on it, and that's what the lemon pepper was for, to keep you know, you get sometimes you see gumbo when you cook okra and tomatoes. If you cook that, that's really good. Or whatever. Okra gets slimy really easy, especially when you saute it and fry it. So to avoid that sliminess, you just put a little lemon juice or lemon pepper on it, stir it up real good, keep it from getting slimy, and it stays fresh looking. You see? And so we'll put that last because it only takes a few minutes for it to cook. So we're gonna go ahead and let this cook. All right, we're back. Hey, look at the gumbo. The chicken is ready. The sausages are ready. It's all brown. Can't wait, can't wait. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. So here we go, our final ingredients. The fresh okra. Here we go. I'm gonna let that okra cook for a little bit. Look at that gumbo. Look good. So, now we're just gonna let this cook, let it simmer. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy it. I know I will. Can't wait to get me a bowl. My sister and sister occasion planners, thank you, and hope to see you for future endeavors. We can give you our services. And sister and sister occasion planner staff, I'll send each and every one of you a copy of this video. This is our first cooking show, and there will be more. Thanks for watching. Bon appetit.